Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. The following video will contain spoilers from the Arrow episode Penance. Also, this video will have strong language of a frank and explicit nature. Your discretion is advised. If either of these offends you or you don't want to be spoiled, stop watching now. What you're about to see is a jump cut edit. I had to do this after the fact. See, the first time I made this video, I was trying to get myself hyped up. I was playing some music that, although I own the CD, I don't technically own the rights to play the song, which is Fear by Disturbed, one of my favorites. And I don't need the copyright strike. So this is my first attempt, a sloppy-ass attempt, to make an edit, to take that part out. So it's going to go from this video to your regularly scheduled Arrow roast already in progress. I know it's going to suck. I know it's not going to be pretty, but that's why I'm doing it. So, please, enjoy the roast, hopefully with no copyright strikes. Peace. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's how you get hyped. Oh, love me some Disturbed. Anyway, alright guys, sorry I'm a little late here, but I had to get hyped up for this. In case you don't know, I'm Dave, darker than Damien, more savage than Vandal, and this is the Arrow Roast. Want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, what lines I will and will not cross? Then check out my video, Arrow Roast, The Rules. Now before I get started, I feel really compelled to have to break out the Arrow rules. Why? Because, well, one of the reasons I wanted to do this was I wanted to call the attention to the bad things about Arrow so that it could be fixed, as well as shine light on the good stuff in Arrow. But, you know, if they do something right, I'll tell people about it. If they do something wrong, I'll tell everybody about it, so hopefully they'll heads up, will hear about this, and they'll fix it. But since I've also been stalked and cyber-stalked, and I've had motherfuckers threaten to rape my mother, kill her, and rape the body, there is one thing I will never tolerate, and that's any kind of stalking, bullying, or going after people online, especially not actors and actresses like Echo Kellum, Madison McLaughlin, all the people from Arrow, for what happens on the show to their fictional characters. These people are doing their jobs, okay? They are getting paid to say lines. They are not necessarily the freaking evil that we make them out to be. I'm still not happy about Mark Guggenheim and the direction he's taken shit, but going after these people just for doing their damn jobs, fuck you. I saw somebody with the hashtag No Laurel, No Arrow doing it earlier today, just flat out bashing them. Now, that's one of my rules. Don't do that. Now, I'm not trying to be an internet cop, but I swear to Christ on a biscuit, if I ever catch anyone doing that shit again, I don't care if you're a Olicity fan, I don't care if you're No Laurel, No Arrow, if you're flat out trolling and stalking the actors or actresses who are just good people trying to do good shit because of what happens on the show, I'm calling your bitch asses out. Now, also, in my Arrow Roast the Rules video, I say, if these people do something negative or not crazy to the fans, then sure, I will be more than happy to call it out and make it a little bit more personal, but adjusting. I am a professional at this shit, and I don't want to burn bridges. Hell, my dream would be to have my Arrow Roast be something that entertains the cast of Arrow just as much as it does the No Laurel, No Arrow people. I want them to be able to get a laugh out of it, see where their mistakes were, say, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing there, and fix it. I'm not crazy about attacks. I'm not crazy about trolling. I am not crazy about motherfucking cyber stalking and bullying in real life or cyber. I'm calling that shit out if I see it. So just be warned. Anyone that does that, you are not a fan or friend of mine. You're ruining the No Laurel, No Arrow name. And if you don't like it, get the fuck off my channel, and you can suck the froth off my cherry wine tasted dick while you're at it. You want me to put that on a t-shirt? Yeah, suck my cherry wine tasted dick, you man bitch. Oh, I'm coming up with them. Okay, yeah, gotta get hyped though. I was feeling a little low earlier today. I did my Flash review, trying to spice things up, wasn't quite feeling it. I had to get some dinner, got me a big old burrito, And I guess all I needed was a big giant injection of saucy meat. Oh, that sounds nasty. Okay, so starting off, we've got the new team apparently going after a robber who's getting some kind of, computer equipment or whatever. We've got Casey Foe on a sniper rifle. We've got Not the Black Canary down in the alley ready to make her move. And what happens, of course, Wild Dog, bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, goes off a little bit too soon. Mr. Terrific jumps in, dreads and all, not dreads, but cornrows. Okay, he's doing it again. I still have yet to have an answer to this. How the fuck, dude? In this episode, we will see Mr. Terrific go from natural to cornrows, and back again. Look, magic clothing, I'll get that. Super speed, sure. Time travel, whatever. How the fuck does Mr. Terrific get his hair did that fast, that amount of time to do his secret identity? I gotta know this. Seriously, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, he jumps in. He starts to do a little bit okay, but then gets his ass handed to him. So does the rest of the team because of Wild Dog jumping the gun. Arrow has to come sliding down, knock the guy down and around. Then he has to get going and say, look, you gotta drop him off to the anti-crime unit, which Mr. Terrific saying, how am I going to get there? Call an Uber? Which is cute because he's trying to do the whole levity thing, which just means that he's one day going to fill the role of Faux Fei-Fei. So we got Deputy Mayor Lance, who's now sober, trying to straighten things out and work with Ollie on the professional things here. And we've got, of course, Lila has come to Oliver about trying to get Ollie's help to save Diggle from prison. Apparently he thinks that since he killed Andy, he was never punished for it, so he deserves to be in jail. At one point, I'm pretty sure somebody in the background said, Diggle, please. You heard, Diggle, please. I said this and I'll be repeating it again. So the really messed up part is, despite all of this, Oliver's trying to figure out how to do this, but Felicity not wanting to do anything about it. She's just letting him do it because we got things to do here. They're trying to figure out why this component was so important to Church, why he was trying to steal it in the first place. Wow, I've already got comments coming in. I haven't even posted the fucking thing yet. Okay. Anyway. So, Fei-Fei is trying to put the no-no down, especially after Ragman is nowhere to be seen after admitting to what her part in destroying Rory's town of Haven Rock was. And people try to go to talk to him a little bit. Of course, Fei-Fei goes to talk to him eventually in the episode. And the team needs Ragman. I mean, he's definitely cool. I mean, he's just the cutest little spirit of vengeance and hand-me-downs. Oh, I just want to pinch your cheek. I'm sorry. I got to pee an ass on it now. But no. Nice guy. I liked Rory. He was one of my underground favorites from, the DC comics, as well as Mr. Terrific and a bunch. I liked them. I want to see him expand on it. I mean, I like the fact that they're true to his origins, that his father ran a pawn shop, that he wanted to make sure people weren't just human junk. And I like that narrative, but he can't get over the fact that Fei-Fei nuked his town. It may have been to save other lives, but how the hell do you forgive somebody for dropping a nuke on everyone you know? Seriously, that's way too much. Of course, the most fucked up thing, eventually, he does. This is the whole fucking underrunning theme of the show. Apparently, later on with the whole thing with Diggle trying to snap his ass out of it, and Fei-Fei trying to snap Ragman out of it because they desperately need his help, what happens? The moral of the story apparently seems to be, hey, shit happens, get over it, and fight with us. Oh my God. What? Talk about a dick slap to the face. It's just, it hurts. I mean, I know these guys are desperate and trying to pull out the stops here. It seemed like it was a little ham-fisted writing on that regard. Especially when there seems to be a break-in at a location, and it looks like there's a strange new masked person trying to hide something, or trying to get something. Well, Felicity tells Oliver, hey, there's a break-in in this place. You want to check it out? He lifts his blackened hockey mask. He's back to hockey masks now. And it's freaking Oliver. So, yeah, apparently Oliver is gearing up to save Diggle, whether he likes it or not. And he's got a new costume, new everything, but no new name. But I came up with the perfect name for him. Okay, he's got a mask, kind of like Wild Dog's, only more streamlined, more badass looking. And he only comes out at night. And he's cantankerous and ornery like a badger. I got it. Let's call him the Night Badger. I'm not even kidding. I want this hashtag Night Badger. I want that shit going viral. Night Badger. A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of saving his black driver from a military prison. Hear his mighty roar. Fucking Night Badger. So, while Ollie's getting ready to go do the Night Badger thing, the new team tries to stop him, and apparently this is the fight scene in the road where he's going 3-1, is where Stephen the Male got his nose broken. So Stephen, serious talk, man. I hope your nose is feeling better. I know that kind of thing sucks, but, you know, hopefully it wasn't too debilitating, and I think I know now why you had a full face mask to cover that shit up, but still, you know, hopefully Night Badger will strike again. So, the team makes a stand against Night Badger, trying to stop him from breaking into a military prison, and they get their asses handed to him. I mean, a la carte here. So, the team is looking all kind of defeated. They're trying to figure out what's going on with Church. Meanwhile, they managed to get a piece of tech that was being stolen. Lance is taking it to the police warehouse, and Church apparently planned for this. He used some kind of ultrasonic device to turn the chip into a bomb. It blew up the wall of the warehouse, and he goes in there to steal the high-tech weaponry that he was originally going to buy from Armatech. So now he's armed to the teeth. He almost kills Lance. So something big and bad is about to go down. Arrow is gone. He's now trying to take out and go into, to help, including with Lila, aka Harbinger. So, using stealth and high-tech tricks, they managed to get in there. They managed to get into the cell. Also, there's flashbacks where Ollie was trying to get into the Bratva. He breaks into a Russian cell to deal with a guy to get information on Kovar. The guy gets information, snaps his neck, and Ollie walks out of the drunk tank. So now he's officially Bratva, and he doesn't like having to have killed the dude. But some of the things that were said in the cell also come up with trying to deal with Diggle. So, while this is all going on, it's nuts, because it looks like the crew is about to head after Church, going after the anti-crime unit. The new DA looks like he's actually revealing himself to be the vigilante in small ways, trying to get information out of one of Church's men. Lights go down, and they're ready to go and kill everybody in the anti-crime unit. So the team is needed without Oliver. So Overwatch is playing goalie here. Wild Dog calls her Blondie twice. So kudos to you, Renee. And eventually, Ragman comes back. Now, here's the thing. I cannot get this. I will not understand this shit at all. Fei nuked Haven Rock. Everyone the dude knows, dead. And she bats her eyes at him, and he manages to come back. A while back, before I started doing Arrow Roasts, I made a theory video that Fei may in fact be a metahuman succubus. Her powers probably kicked in around the time when Deathstroke threatened her life, and her power is to manipulate those that care about her into defending her. This is the only fucking way how she gets away with all the shit she does. This is how we had a build-up for Ragman. If Ragman had been wearing the suit when Fei confronted him, I'm sure that rag suit would have jumped up and gave her a Chris Benoit necktie and throttled the little bottle blonde bomber. But no. Once the suit was off, no powers, no defense over her Fei power. She bats her fucking eyelids. Succubus power wins. So he's coming back saying, you know what? Bad shit happens. I'll get over it and I'll fight with you. Which, thank God he did, because he was the best part of the frickin' rescue, getting in there to save people. I mean, it's awesome seeing the Rags just like playing bullets and bracelets with this shit. It's awesome. So, he's doing that. Ollie manages to trick the guards into bringing Diggle back from Gen Pop into his cell, which, conveniently, I've never heard of this. I've never heard of a military prison having a spot conveniently up enough that's a hidey hole in the fucking ceiling for Night Badger to hide in it, waiting for the guard to come, then drop down and have a conversation with Diggle. Now he's saying, look, you may be a fugitive, but you want to make up for what you did. Do it as Spartan. Don't say it heroic. So, they managed to break out. They got a harness on them. And they're sitting there waiting, surrounded. Wait for it. What happens? Get ready for this. Remember how last week we had the faux Joker? You know, the Foker? Skyhook. Dark Knight Skyhook. So, Lila's flying the fucking plane. Skyhook comes down, snags the harness, and yanks him up. Oh my God. Arrow doesn't rip off enough from Batman, from Rogues Galleries, brooding shit, nighttime shots. No. Doesn't rip off enough. They had to invent the Night Badger to rip off. Oh, Arrow didn't rip off from the Dark Knight. Night Badger did. Blame him. You're the fucking Night Badger! I just can't believe it. So, once again, the day is saved thanks to the Night Badger. Now, Diggle and Lila are hanging out at a former Hive base. Oh my God! What the fuck is with these people? But all hell's going down at the anti-crime unit. The crew managed to get most of the people out to cover Mr. Terrific's escape after getting stabbed in the back, literally. Here comes Church, and Wild Dog's going after Church. Manages to tag him a good bit, but he gets his ass captured. The team's trying to go back for him. Lance is saying, no, look, we've got to get out of here if we want to survive now. So they leave, and they've left Wild Dog. So, we leave with a lethal weapons kind of setup where Wild Dog is getting tortured. Church is going to find out everything he wants to know about this guy, and even has a little respect for, hitting him up. And Renee is being the smart ass, and I'm not going to do anything, but then we see him being pretty much electrocuted, have the shit beat out of him. And next week, it looks like Renee does, spoiler alert, Spoiler manages to get the hell out. Wild Dog gets out, but he reveals that now Church knows that Oliver Queen is the Arrow. So instead of going after the Arrow, or Green Arrow rather, he's going after the mayor. And it looks like he's actually hiring the vigilante to do it. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but still be interesting to see how they're going to get out of this little pickle. So Tobias Church, good little thuggish bad guy. He's definitely, got a plan. I mean, he's like half the lyrics from Rick Ross, come to life. Rose! But I'm still ticked off that in a rational universe, Fei cannot get away with nuking a fucking town unless she has succubus powers. It's the only fucking thing that makes sense. I'm sorry. It's the only fucking thing that makes sense in that universe other than being Googie's pet. Oh, and I am so tired, man. Guggenheim set things up. It was going to be so great. I wanted to see Ragman go after him. We still might see it, in my opinion. But so far, Rory, the man behind the rags, is not going after Fei for vengeance. Guggenheim, you justice cocktease. I swear to God, this was not well written. But look, if you want an action comedy, it's got a good mix of it. It's certainly tried. It's just, I still got to find an answer about Terrific's hair. I mean, I'm sorry, are T-Spheres braiding that shit? Give me an answer, an explanation, some fucking thing. I wouldn't object to it. Oh, God. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here, man. But at least now we have Night Badger. Hopefully Spartan will be coming back with a new helmet so he no longer looks like Magneto's leather boy bottom bitch. But just, it's been nuts. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of what happens here. But they've got some serious ass shit to resolve. And I wish that they would not just build stuff up. I'm sorry, but no more Justice cock tease. Night Badger is fucking laughable. Yes, I'm calling him hashtag Night Badger. Make this shit go viral. Up there, no Black Fei and Night Badger. Oh my God. So, what did you guys think of Arrow's episode Penance, for those that are actually giving a shit and watching it? I had to see it again the next day, so I'm sorry a little late for getting back on it. But I gotta admit, I find it most fun to do comedy and do roasts about the show every week because it keeps me going. Also, speaking of which, check out my past videos. If you want to know what I'm talking about, look at my video, my Arrow Theory, Felicity Smoke, Metahuman Succubus. I've also dropped some tunes, guys. I've got my song Ode to Black Canary. It's the unofficial theme song for No Laurel, No Arrow. I dropped 2 new parody songs this week. I got Arrow in the Ground, which is a parody of Nickelback's Burn It to the Ground. And I finally did a musical thing of No Black Fei, Bama Lamb. So please check them out. I've got 3 songs for this whole fucking season so far, and it's only on episode 4. I swear to God, if this shit keeps going on, I'm going to have an entire album of roast parody songs by the end of the season. So, what did you guys think? Please, keep the likes and love coming, guys. Share it with everyone you think would love this. Until next time, Dave signing off. Peace. Yum yum.